right in the very heart of Europe, there's a nation that was forged in conflict and then rebuilt, really, through sheer will. A land of poets and engineers, of cathedrals and factories. This is the story of Germany.
So, how does a country that was at the absolute epicenter of 2 world wars, a country that was literally torn in two, become the stable, prosperous heart of a continent? Well, the answer is a story filled with profound contradictions.
You see, it's a story that starts with this incredible cultural depth, a real bedrock of Western thought, which then forged this unparalleled industrial might, all built on precision and innovation.
But it's also, of course, a history steeped in devastating conflict, a past that didn't just shape Germany, it reshaped the entire world.
And ultimately, it's a story of improbable unity, of healing some of the deepest wounds imaginable to create something entirely new.
So to really understand the Germany we see today, we have to go back. I mean, way back, long before it was even a single nation. We have to start in a land of scattered states, but incredibly powerful ideas. So you have this sprawling, decentralized Holy Roman Empire, and out of that, a German identity very slowly starts to form. But what's really fascinating here is how German innovations just radiated outward. You've got Gutenberg's printing press, which completely democratized knowledge. Then Martin Luther's Protestant Reformation, which challenged the religious authority of an entire continent. And then came the thinkers of the Enlightenment, who championed reason and individual freedom.
And this quote from the German philosopher Immanuel Kant, it just perfectly captures the spirit of that age. Dare to know. It's this call for intellectual courage, a foundation that would go on to shape Germany's brilliant and, at times, incredibly tragic destiny.
And that intellectual courage, well, it would fuel Germany's rise, transforming it from just a land of ideas into a powerful, unified empire, and, tragically, setting the stage for a catastrophic era of turmoil.
The pace of what happened next is just dizzying. In 1871, Otto von Bismarck forges the German Empire, creating a brand new European superpower. But all this new power led to friction, to imperial ambitions, and ultimately to the horrifying trench warfare of World War I. In its aftermath, you get the fragile Weimar Republic, which then collapses under economic pressure, paving the way for the totalitarian horror of the Nazi regime, World War II and the Holocaust.
And behind all those dates and events lies an almost unimaginable human cost. This number, 5.3 million, that's just the estimated German military casualties in World War II alone. It's a staggering figure that really speaks to the scale of destruction that Germany both caused and endured.
By May of 1945, it was just over. The nation was shattered, its cities were rubble, its government was dissolved, and its people faced a total existential crisis. The country was defeated, occupied, and about to be divided.
So the end of one war simply marked the beginning of another, the Cold War. And for nearly half a century, there wouldn't be one Germany, there would be two.
And this, right here, illustrates that divide perfectly. In the West, you have the Federal Republic of Germany. It was rebuilt with help from the Marshall Plan, and it became a parliamentary democracy with a thriving social market economy. That's basically a mix of free market capitalism with strong social safety nets, and it was firmly allied with NATO. But in the East, the German Democratic Republic became a communist state under the thumb of the Soviet Union. Its economy was centrally planned, and its people's freedoms were heavily restricted by the secret police, the Stasi.
And nowhere was this division more real, more concrete than in Berlin. The wall was this scar of concrete and barbed wire, basically thrown up overnight to stop East Germans from escaping to the West. It became the physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain, a symbol of a world and a nation torn in two.
But while one Germany stagnated under communism, the other experienced one of the most remarkable economic recoveries in all of history. They even had a name for it, the Wirtschaftswunder, the economic miracle.
So get this, today, Germany is the world's third largest exporter. Just think about that for a second. From total ruin in 1945 to a global economic powerhouse. How on earth did they do it?
The results? Well, they're pretty undeniable. As you can see from this chart, Germany isn't just a strong economy. It is, by a pretty significant margin, the largest economy in Europe. It's the true engine of the continent.
The secret, it turns out, lies in this really unique dual structure.
On one hand, you have the global giants everyone knows, Mercedes-Benz, Siemens, Volkswagen. But the real backbone of the economy is something called the Mittelstand, this huge network of highly specialized, often family-owned, small and medium-sized businesses. These are the hidden champions, the companies that quietly dominate their niche global markets with an almost obsessive focus on quality and innovation. It's this one-two punch of massive industrial scale and deep, specialized expertise that really powers Germany's economic engine.
And that economic miracle set the stage for the final, really dramatic chapter of Germany's 20th century story, reunification, and its new role at the very center of a peaceful Europe.
In 1989, peaceful protests started swelling across East Germany. The pressure just became unbearable. And then, on a confused, chaotic night in November, the Berlin Wall fell. This was Die Wende, the turning point, and less than a year later, on October 3, 1990, Germany was officially one nation again.
You know what's so fascinating about modern Germany is that it's really decentralized. Unlike a lot of countries with one huge, dominant city, Germany has all these different power centers. Berlin is the political and cultural capital, sure, but Frankfurt is the financial hub. Hamburg is the center of media and trade, and Munich is an absolute powerhouse of technology and engineering.
So today, Germany stands as a pillar of the European Union. It's a stable democracy, a magnet for immigrants from all over the world, and a country just packed with cultural treasures. It has grappled with its dark past more openly than maybe any other nation, and in doing so, it has built a truly remarkable present.
From the ashes of total war, it became an economic giant. From a nation divided, it became a force for European unity. The story of Germany is this constant cycle of reinvention. The only real question is, what comes next?